Hey, Todd Falcone, and welcome to the toddfalcone.com cooking show. Actually, it's not really a cooking show, but I am cooking, and I wanted to show you something, so we'll go ahead and do that. First thing you want to do when you're cooking is make sure you wash your hands. But what I'm doing is I'm entertaining tonight. I'm making sliders. Who doesn't love sliders? But in order to have a really good slider, you got to have the right recipe. Just like in a successful network marketing company, you wonder why a company gets to $1 billion or $750 million in sales, and one other company who's got a great product maybe gets to $30 million. It's because they're lacking ingredients. So pay attention, because I'm going to show you how to make some really rockin' sliders. And the first thing you start out with, and I'm also going to teach you a lesson about this recipe of success in network marketing. So you start out with some great burger, not the super leanest, but lean, and you can tell it's nice and fresh. You start out with a little hamburger, and pay attention, because you need to make sure each one of these ingredients are in the slider. Otherwise, the recipe's not going to be exactly ideal. I start out with some Johnny's seasoning. I've got about 2.5 pounds of hamburger in here, so with the Johnny's, I'll probably put about maybe 3 or 4 teaspoons, and then I'll throw a little bit of black pepper in there. You want to put some black pepper. You know, I kind of like to cook with feel, and so I'm going to put some black pepper in there. Now, check this out. This is important. This is molasses. Now, not a whole lot of molasses, probably maybe with 2.5 pounds, probably a teaspoon per pound. So I've got that, and the next part of it is, and these are so juicy, man. You don't just take hamburger and smash it together. That's what too many people do when they're making a network marketing company. Just throw it together. You want to take the time, and this is chili sauce. Of course, I'm not measuring it out. This would be about a teaspoon per pound, so I'm going to put about 3 or 4 in there. The chili sauce makes it nice and juicy and tasty. I'm going to move this over here because that's in the way. Then I'm going to throw in some Tabasco sauce. You got to have it a little spicy. This is a brand new fresh one. My guess, like it hot, so we're going to put plenty of Tabasco in there. Shake it all up, put it in there. We're good. And then guess what's next? Oh, Worcestershire sauce. Now, you know, if you just have a great product and you don't have a great compensation plan, or you don't have a great marketing system in place, or you don't have hopefully you got great corporate leaders so they can attract great field leaders, this is a secret ingredient. This is Mama Norma's Maui Wowie sauce. So I'm going to throw a little bit of that in there, make it nice and good, and then what we do is we just mix it up. And again, the key thing here, oh, by the way, here's the toppings. Check this out. If you do make sliders, I always do 2 choices. This one is a combination. I'm going to saute these sweet Maui onions in olive oil, and then add a little bit of balsamic vinegar to it. Gives it a really great flavor. And then we top it off as well with some gorgonzola cheese. So that little, that's good, that's good. And then for the spicy fans, I've got this really special cheese, and it is super, super hot. It's actually called buffalo wing cheese. And we add a little bit on there, and we also add some jalapenos on the top. Yeah, you might need some water after that. But again, oh, and here's the final thing. These are sweet rolls, sweet Hawaiian rolls. You want to toast these, toast them in the oven. You cook these to perfection. They're delicious. I'm not going to show you the finished product because, again, this isn't a cooking show. But here's the deal. In order to have a successful network marketing company, the recipe has got to be there. So it's got to be a combination of the right kind of product. Is there demand in the marketplace? Is there value for the product? Is the product priced right if there is competition in the marketplace? What kind of field leadership do we have in the marketplace? Now, of course, field leadership is going to be there once the company exists, but it's got to be all these right ingredients, just like we have here. I'm not going to mix this up for you, but all the right ingredients to make a great slider. You got to cook it right. You got to give it some love. You got to pay attention to it. And it's the same thing that people have to do. Now, if you're a company owner, take the time to make sure all the ingredients are together. You want to have the sizzle. You want to have the steak. You want to have the marketing savvy. You want to have all of this stuff. Those are the things that make for a winning recipe. Now, if I don't take the time, if I skip a step, if I leave out the chili sauce, if I leave out the Worcestershire sauce, if I don't cook it, what's going to happen? The only thing it's going to do is leave a bad taste in the mouth of the eater in this case. If you do that with your network marketing company and you're an owner, it's going to leave a bad taste in your distributor's hands, and that's going to be, you know, word of mouth that's going to travel around. Let's do our industry a good thing. If you start a network marketing company, take some time to make sure you have all of the right ingredients together, just like I'm doing here for my guests tonight. It's going to be absolutely delicious. We'll see you on another blog post. Okay, one final thing. First of all, this is the final product before we actually cook it, now that I've mixed it all up and made them into little teeny tiny mini burgers. Now, I didn't want to leave you vegetarians out, so check this out. Of course, we serve it with a nice robust salad. This is kind of the basics. And then check, this is really cool. So what we do is we take a vegan boca patty and a little cookie cutter, and we go like this, and we just cut it, and we make our own little mini burgers. And these are totally 100% vegetarian and vegan for you non-meat eating people. And so now we've got, check it out. All we got to do is throw that on the barbecue. So now we've covered the meat eaters with the sliders, the company owners, the network marketing distributors. We're all good. Now I'll see you on another blog post. Time to cook.